And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in our run of Shadow Empires on the map submitted by a member of the community. Name and location should be in the description if you're watching on YouTube. And then on Twitch, you can probably go find it on Reddit, because we did the poll for this on Reddit. We're on round 20, beginning round 20 on Soul State. We have 2 decisions waiting for us. Hopefully, we can start to improve the situation. We want that to still be like 40%. We can drop the model design down to 20. Oh no, we probably want to drop the model design even more than that. Actually, no, we'll drop it to 30. Here we go.
Sir, yes, sir.
Buy slaves from Ramira. That's the top left. We want to keep them happy while we're doing the other ones. That means we need to find the pocket change. Make that viable. Go ahead and sell off 30 rare earth metals.
Wilco.
And like... yeah, we can probably sell all that metal. We'll sell all that metal.
Wilco.
And that allows us to buy those slaves.
Sir, yes, sir.
We're gonna try to piss off the one we're planning on attacking
sir, yes,
again.
Sir.
So we got them down to 35. It's not actually low enough for them to attack us, though it is low enough that we're only going to take a little bit of a fist profile increase. Don't necessarily want to invade right this moment. Let's go ahead and get the last of the GIs upgraded.
Wilco.
York-wise, loyalty is still over 50, although it's going to continue to trend down, and it's going to continue to trend down even after we drive the enemy off. And at this point, it is beginning to start affect militancy level, so we need to get a move on. We need to start something. I think we're going to give it one more turn, and we'll see what we get card-wise for the next turn. And then we'll start it one way or the other next turn.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
Mystic Priests deployed. Yep, that's all there is to it. Now, of course, starting the war and getting a hot war going with the slavers is meaning that we're going to run the risk of losing the game. But at this point, if nothing's happening, this is not an interesting game to be playing and or watching, I think. So we need to get something started, both for maintaining the loyalty of the city and for making this a run even worth continuing. Again, they're still loyal or still happy enough that they're not going to probably declare war on us over this end turn. So this should be a boring, bog standard end turn in comparison to the previous ones. But we are at the point where we're not at least going to take a loyalty/happiness hit if we declare on them, which is good because we don't really have any more space to tolerate that. And then we're going to declare, and we're probably going to promptly regret declaring, because I don't necessarily think we have still don't really got what we need to face those armored vehicles. It's just we're not, at this rate, we're not going to get it in time. We either need to do something with what we've got, or we're not going to get it in time. and nothing really to say about it. We're waiting for turns to roll by. This is, I suppose, one of the problems you can run into letting the AI have extra time to think. This isn't as, I suspect this isn't as bad on more powerful CPU computers. This is about as fast as my computer will take the game. And apparently we know where some of the other majors are. I suspect that they're on the ocean with us. And because we've got contact with the Maritime Trading House, we have indirect contact with them. Which is why we know when their turn is processing, but we don't know where they are. If that makes much sense. Getting attacked by rifle militia from the unaligned. Our troops hold without taking any losses, so that's perfectly fine. And then it should be our turn by the looks of it. If we killed 400 infantry, we have 2 decisions awaiting us as the soulless state on round 21. One of the ones is what to do with the ancient weapon triggering, which is not great. And another mystic priest. Okay. That's fine as is.
Copy that.
Do what you can to mitigate it with success, but even that still results in people dying. Anyway, we got the rust is down to 22. Danger is still trending up. At this point, we're going to run the risk of the loyalty running too low if we don't do something. So, it's time to do something. Make sure we got enough ammo.
Wilco.
And start the fight. Yep.
Sir, yes, sir.
All clear, sir.
Okay, could have definitely been worse. We lost 2 subunits, 3 subunits. And we've driven them back from location of SHQ. Yeah, one's not as good.
All clear, sir.
And then we should begin deploying replacements for the casualties we just took. And then that's the turn, pretty much. We can go ahead and suppose embed another Mystic Priest in
Sir, yes,
the
sir.
battalions. And we roll the turn, and this end turn is much more likely to be uncomfortably interesting, let's say. We're now officially at war with the slavers, so the slavers are much more likely to start taking swings at our units. And yeah, as far as the regime cycles, there's only one regime that's going to be where we're really looking to see anything, and that's going to be, again, the slavers here. So we're waiting. That was the slavers moving. We didn't get attacked, so that might actually be a good thing. We did say the mutants move a little bit, which wasn't super great. But I don't think we lost anything important to the mutants. We're just waiting for it to cycle around to our turn. I think we're almost there. We're getting attacked by the rifle militia again into our militia unit, and our militia unit there is pretty well equipped with that irregular infantry, or a regular tank, and no, not a regular tank, regular truck, regular artillery, and a militia buggy. So should be pretty hardy. There we go. Round 20, round 22, over the end turn, we killed 300 infantry. We have one decision awaiting us. We did gain a fate point. And I do want the Interior Council. The Interior Council will allow us to get some taxes going. Get the income tax going. Although it will be glacially slow to start up. We're going to want that eventually, but we don't necessarily want it on the current leader, because we might replace the current leader. Okay.
All clear, sir.
Okay, slowly pushing them back and away. Is that helping with the... Well, the unrest is improving on its own, and that is actually helping with the danger. The danger is now downtrending. That's good, which means the loyalty is starting to go up. The worker happiness is getting worse. Or not the loyalty, the happiness is going up. If we get this over 50 before loyalty drops below 50, this run may be salvageable. And then we'll workshop up some more ammo. Actually, let's do the replacements first. 3 replacements. And then workshop up 500 ammo.
Wilco.
And yeah, still no really interesting cards. We'll do some covert ops. We now have access to the different neighbor to the south. Xenomon territory. So I'm going to do strat card on you. Oh, and that's a non-zone. Okay, so we don't know enough about them to Usually do any cards on them. That's a bit of a shame. Okay, let's cycle the turn. See how the slavers continue to respond to our war of aggression. We are driving them back. They may pull back because they're threatened from getting cut off from their main territory. They may not as well. And again, those are regular tanks who are not great to be fighting, which is why we're taking so many casualties. And in practice, the territory we want is those 5 hexes. We can drive them out of those 5 hexes and form a stable enough picket up here to keep them from coming back into our territory, then we can move on to other tasks. Like trying to do the same to the north, to be fair. Again, all the 5 hexes up there we'd like to have. And we see some of the slavers move into the pocket, some of the slavers move out of the pocket. And that appears to be it. Okay, should be coming up on our turn. So here we are, socialist state, round 23. Suffer no losses, nor any kills. We have 5 decisions awaiting us. And of course the crime boss has popped up. Incident with missing sense of humor. We'll just ignore the leader's actions.
Yes, sir.
The invite for dinner, we're gonna just tell them no.
Affirmative.
We need an interior counselor. Minor worker strike, we'll
Copy that.
use money to mitigate that problem. Oh, and of course I have no leader to take control. Absolutely no leader to take control of the Interior Council. So we're just gonna have to postpone that for now. Again, we're not that worried about tariffs. We're gonna set tariffs to like 1%. And for the moment, everything else is gonna be divided equally. We'll probably turn taxation down once we get the income tax set.
Sir, yes, sir.
Although on Epic Slow, that may take a while.
We're under fire. Requesting backup.
Okay, not particularly great getting ambushed there.
All clear, sir.
Okay, so we destroyed 4 subunits at the cost of... Come on, tooltip. Did it the hard way. 3. Well, 4 at the cost of 3. Oh, interesting. You can't go there. We'll move you there instead. Ah, it's because the trucks can't enter the volcano, can they? Or, no, the trucks can enter, but they're heavily penalized. So we just didn't have the action points to enter. So let's handle replacements. We lost 2 GIs. Combat loss. I'm thinking we are going to want to raise a picket to cover the gap over there. Let's go ahead and raise 2 independent formations of infantry. No, I can only afford to raise one. We'll raise one for the moment. Call that good. And then from card standpoint, we already looked at it. We didn't have even the access to get another commander, another leader. So with that, we just cycle the turn. Those I do need some bullets. We'll spend the rest of the industry on bullets.
We'll go.
To meet the needs of the troops to continue shooting, pushing the slavers back. So that's probably where we're going to want to attack next turn. Which maybe makes it a little bit of a shame that we didn't, or, no, we'll probably clear there. We want to get the tanks 2 hexes back if we can, so that's going to be the next target. That will be the follow-up one after it. In the meantime, how is the status in York improving? Danger is down. Unrest is up. Probably from an event, because it's supposedly diminished by 4, but it went up by 2. So something's missing there. Although, we've got the gang effect, right? So the gangs might not be properly showing on that number. And then loyalty is declining, but zone happiness is improving. If we can get the zone happiness above 50 before loyalty drops to 50, we will be fairly happy. So let's cycle this turn. And as far as the intern is going, nothing really interesting has happened. Which in a way is good, because interesting would probably be bad. Well, interesting would be bad if it was anything other than us successfully defending a hex. Wouldn't necessarily be opposed to some enemy casualties. looks like one of the slavers may have... Well, it looks like the slavers may have moved out one of the tiles, which will save us a little bit of fighting. Allow us to concentrate our forces a little bit on what's left. And there goes the non-aligned forces attacking our guys. Again, no real casualties. Well, on our side. And with that, over the intern, we killed 200 infantry. We have 2 citizens awaiting us on round 24. Okay. So I want you to come over and hold up the picket over there. We still don't know what territory type these are. For some reason, their zone is none, which is a little worrisome. Not sure if we can dump a spy on a none. Yeah, for whatever reason, and I don't think it's showing up in the list here for actual targets. Again, I don't think we've pulled a card yet for a leader. No. Protests. Do I have the ability to make enough money? So we're postponing that election. Or postponing that choice. We just don't get a leader for it.
Wilco.
Is that bought us enough? Yes.
Copy that.
Okay. Looks like no luck in getting this one started.
Requesting backup.
Which means we got pretty chewed up. 8 subunits destroyed. Ow. No casualties on the other side. And yeah, can't afford another picket to take over that position. Hopefully for the moment we don't need it. I'm not sure if anyone's in that hex. Taking the hex wouldn't necessarily be the worst of plans, because that would at least trap these guys here, and if we defeat them in battle, no retreat path would be destroyed. The rest is going down, that's good to see. Danger is going down, that's good to see. Not necessarily good to see that our happiness hasn't improved. Although it hasn't worsened, and that's with -4 from high unrest, -6 from high danger, so... And yeah, the rest of the industry should probably go into making bullets, so we don't run out of bullets. And with that, I think we just cycle the turn and see what happens. Oh, hello Twitch chat. I hope everything's been going reasonably well with you. As you said, it's been a while. Yeah, this seems like a tough start. We've been doing what we can to get the economy jump-started. And I've sort of been forced into a corner where I have to attack the slavers next to us, unless we're gonna have the population happiness drop to basically 0, which is kind of what we started up doing here. If things keep going this way, we might be able to stabilize the situation. So we'll see how much the happiness state has improved as soon as we get back to our turn here. Round 25, we have 5 citizens waiting us. Incident over ambitious leader. We'll ignore their actions. Invite for dinner, we're gonna say no again. That balance is fine.
Yes, sir.
Diplo decision. Buy slaves from the northwest. For the moment, if we can afford it, we'd want to do that. Of course, the question there is always, can we afford it? Push the metal out the door, let's say.
We'll go.
How close is that to bringing it? 80 short. I can probably pull 80 out of somewhere. Yeah, we can sell a bunch of petrol.
We'll go.
Sir, yes, sir.
And then we're still short a leader, so we're just gonna have to postpone that decision because we just don't have a leader to fill the spot.
Sir, yes, sir.
All clear, sir.
Okay, pushing the armored vehicle back up into the right. Reasonably low casualties for the turn. I suspect yeah, we probably just don't have enough recon. Oh, it's saying 1 there, it's saying 3. Yeah, the recon's just not very good. And yeah, we're going to just keep pushing them up into the right. We may need to send the vehicles around over to here, because they won't go into the mountains there, but they can go there. And if we actually got enough industry, we can go ahead and raise another light infantry to form a picket. And then that's probably the turn. We'll make some bullets with what we got left of industry points.
We'll go.
And then population happiness-wise, we're up at 45. It is trending up. The question is, will it trend up fast enough to get the loyalty high enough? Danger's coming down, which is helping. We really need to do this over 50 before the loyalty drops below 50. And with that, let's cycle the turn. We'll see how the slavers react, and then we'll put a part break in, break up the recording for YouTube, so YouTube gets about an hour-long part, and then we'll take a short break and probably then record one last part for the night. I struggle with such big maps on in this game. Sometimes you're gonna spend quite a bit of time waiting for the turns to happen when you really can't see very much of what's going on. So we got the slavers push a little bit farther forward. Although not towards the city, so it shouldn't be making the city any more annoyed. Although our reconnaissance values are maybe not giving us a good report on how strong that unit is. We should be rolling up on our turn shortly, which is where we're going to put the part break in for YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, we should have another part up for you tomorrow. At least this part's probably been a little bit more interesting than the previous part, as we have started to take a little bit of combat with the slavers. Although even that's been very attritional. So we'll be picking up in the next part on the beginning round 26, where we have 4 decisions. So if you're watching on YouTube, part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm going to take a short break just to take a stretch of the legs, and then we'll be back to record one last hour-long part. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.